Hey guys, it is Bryden here from the Games Outfit. It is time. It's the end of the year. 2014 is behind us, and I want to share my top 10 games from the year that was 2014. Number 10! Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition is a game I've truly enjoyed in 2014, yet I've only experienced 30 hours of the campaign with quite a bit more to explore. From the time that I have spent with Dragon Age, I've been blown away by its pocket worlds and what honestly feels like endless content to explore. When challenging, Inquisition's combat shines, and there's been some really great early story missions that have me very excited to see how this one concludes. Number 9! Threes! What can I say? I'm addicted to threes, like really addicted, please help me. Anytime that I had spare time in 2014, I pulled out my phone and I started playing Threes. Threes' bright colors, quirky music, and cute blocks that make honestly the best audible sound effects of the year. Like, listen to this, I can't even... Listen, it's so cute! And you just go like this.
Hello.
Does it make the cute noise?
Hello.
Now I can't even stop playing because I'm playing Threes again. Okay, well, back on track. Threes is fantastic, I won't say much more about it. I loved it this year, and that's why it's my number 9 on my list. Number 8! Mario Kart 8! Okay, so a wise person once told me that your favorite Mario Kart is the first Mario Kart you played, which was on the N64 for me. Mario Kart 8 is the closest that the series has gotten back to that threshold, and there is so many things that I can highlight for this game being fantastic. The graphics look absolutely amazing, the handling is fantastic. Mario Kart 8 still offered up great multiplayer fun, which is why Mario Kart 8 is my number 8 on my list. Number 7! South Park: The Stick of Truth. The best compliment I can give The Stick of Truth is it feels like you're playing an episode of South Park. And that's not something that I ever thought I'd actually say, but The Stick of Truth perfectly executes on the humor of the South Park series, right down to some surprisingly entertaining RPG mechanics. Yes, it's dumb humor, but it's absolutely fantastic to play, and I haven't laughed this hard honestly playing a video game in quite some time, if ever. Number 6. Transistor. So yeah, I'm a big sucker for visually impressive art styles, and Transistor hit it out of the park this year. For a game that looks and plays as well as it does, Transistor had to be on my list and had to be high up on my list as well. The mysterious world of Transistor and its engaging storyline were just extra little pieces on top of that cake to make this one of my favorite games of 2014. Number 5. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Smash Bros. For Wii U was not a game I expected to fall in love with this year, but I absolutely did. From the gameplay being as crisp as ever to the content being absolutely overwhelming, not to mention online multiplayer that works and actually works well. There are a few other games this year that I've had more fun with, which is why Smash had to be on this list at number 5. Number 4. TowerFall Ascension. So yes, technically TowerFall came out in 2013 on the Ouya, but 2014 saw TowerFall Ascension on the PC and PS4. No other game this year occupied my time with friends like TowerFall Ascension did. It's so much fun playing this game, screaming, laughing, not to mention those moments of crazy kills and awesome grudge matches with friends. The game's simple enough in its design for anyone to pick it up, but the complexity that brings you back for hours is why I stuck around with TowerFall and why it's my number 4 on my list. Number 3! Bayonetta 2. So I love Vanquish, but I never played the original Bayonetta. Bayonetta 2 was a game that I played late this year, but blew me away with its amazing combat system and the what the hell is going on moments that were created from encountering boss after boss and just an overall storyline that is nonsensical, it's stupid, but it still leads you to the craziest places that you would never expect. Bayonetta 2 was one of the biggest surprises from 2014 for me, and it had to make my top 3 for games of 2014. Number 2. Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is one of the best visual love letters I've experienced in video games. From the trial and error platforming right down to the superb soundtrack and witty character dialogue, Shovel Knight was an absolute blast to play through. The bosses were challenging, but each and every time I played through and lost, I felt there was one more thing I could do to step my game up and go forward, and that's why Shovel Knight succeeded in being one of my favorite games of 2014. Number 1! Sunset Overdrive. Although I felt there was no true knockout contender for Game of the Year this year, Sunset Overdrive took the win because of the fact that it was one of the most fun games I've played in years. Once Sunset Overdrive's game mechanics started to click, I was having an absolute blast with Sunset Overdrive's missions. The mix of humor went on point, color palette, and spot-on soundtrack made for a game world I didn't want to leave when the credits rolled at the end of the game. An honorable mention to this game's boss fights, because no other game this year actually used their own unique mechanics to create interesting boss battles each and every occasion. Well, there you have it, guys, my top 10 games of 2014. Overall, it's a pretty weird year for video games, and I want to hear from you guys on what your favorite games were from 2014. We have a lot of great content coming, including our overall top 10 for the site, and our most anticipated games of 2015. Until then, guys, I'll see you around, and thanks for watching.